It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Saints and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Carr going to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Fields going to keep it running right. Shoves him aside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. Gets by him at the 25. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 77 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The numbers for McLaurin a week ago: 4 catches, 65 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Fields. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the option right is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Now Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Kamara up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
We'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields.
Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The offense on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 3. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Carr. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
And the Washington offense heading out. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Fields.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Colin Saunders able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's Fields now on second down. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On play action, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get him, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football, got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air again, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Carr now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Perry on the move to the right. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Kamara. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Now Carr. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Here's second down. Throwing his car.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Carr to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Offense.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down 10-6, a little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Carr. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Commanders,
it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.